What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, as I know I already gave a full rundown yesterday of the different positions and pies that I've included in my Trading212 portfolio, I'm going to still give a weekly update on my Trading212 portfolio today, and I've decided as well that I'm going to be doing a weekly update every week going forward, so to keep track of all the gains and losses on this portfolio over the weeks, months, and even years ahead. We'll be doing this weekly update at close of business every Friday going forward. But before we get into today's video, if you're new around here, please consider subscribing to this channel, as it would really help me out going forward. So with that being said, let's dive right into today's video. So I'm quite happy with how this has progressed, even though it's only one day old and it's still early days. But you can see here, the current portfolio overall value is over €3,200, which equates to about €76 profit since yesterday, or 2.43%. So that's quite impressive in my standard, just for having one less than a day actually, having this portfolio set up. So you can see here, we went through this yesterday, so I won't spend a lot of detail on this today, but we have about 11 to 12 different pies split up by sector class, and we also have a YouTube pie as well that I will go into at the end of this. So first up is the communication services sector, and we can see here we have Facebook, Walt Disney, and AT&T. We are currently up 1.93%, or €7.70. In consumer discretionary, we have two holdings. We have Tesla and McDonald's, currently up €6.60, or 4.4%. In the consumer staples sector, you can see here we have three holdings. We have Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and Procter & Gamble, currently up €2.70, or about $1, or about 1.35%. Next up, we have energy. We currently have ExxonMobil and Chevron, up €1, or 2.04%. Our ETF is the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, currently up €7.70, or just over 1.5%. In the financial sector, we currently have three holdings. We have Bank of America, JP Morgan and Chase, and Goldman Sachs. This is currently up €2.60, or 0.089%. The healthcare sector, we have three holdings again. We have Johnson & Johnson, AbbVie, and Pfizer, currently up about €2.45, or 1.23%. In the industrial sector, we have two holdings. We have 3M and Caterpillar, currently up €1.07, or 1.07%. Materials, we currently just have Barrick Gold at the moment. We are currently up €1, or 2.1%. In the real estate sector, we have Realty Income, currently up €1.94, or 2.46%. In the tech sector, we have four positions so far. We have Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, and Alphabet Class A. We are currently up €32 here, so I'm quite happy with that, which is about 3.25%. In the utility sector, we have Waste Management, currently up €1.50, or 3%. And our biggest increase so far is actually in the YouTube pie. So as I said in the prior video, that kind of sectors or companies that we're going to look into that aren't blue chip stocks, they're more kind of speculative or growth stocks. And one of those that we did talk about a few days ago is Workhorse. And currently, Workhorse, since I bought in, is up 15.92%, or €7.96. Again, I only have a small position, but still, I'm quite happy with that. It's quite interesting to see as well when you do kind of think outside the box and pick some of these speculative growth stocks that are quite a bit more risky, but you can see is the kind of risk reward you get from that as well. It could have easily went down 15%, I guess. So I'm quite happy with that at the moment. So we'll be adding more positions to this YouTube pie as time goes by as well. And as I said in the prior video, we'll also be using this as a kind of engagement forum. So if anyone in the comments section wants to kind of list some companies that they think should be in here also, we can kind of do videos on those, do a bit of research, and then I can give my final thought at the end of the video, saying if I will buy in or if I don't think it's worth putting into this portfolio. So I just wanted to give a brief rundown today and kind of keep a log for my own personal records of how this is going to go week in and week out. So as in week 1, we'll just call it today. At close of business on the 25th of September, we're currently up €73, and the portfolio is worth just over €3,200. There is a new feature on Trading212 also that I actually might start to put into the description of my videos. So you can put a link for each of your pies, so anyone can click on that link in the description below in my YouTube videos, and they can see what positions I have in each of the pies and how each of these pies are performing. So I might look into putting that into my videos going forward, maybe next week at this stage. I'll look into it first. So I'm quite looking forward to interacting that way as well, so everyone can see what I'm doing in my portfolios and if I'm doing well or if they're not doing well, if they're in the red. I also believe there's a new feature coming out in the next few weeks or even a couple of months at this stage, where you can actually move some of your positions. So let's say if we wanted to move, I don't know, let's say Facebook here from the communication service sector, and let's say we wanted to move it into, we thought it was an IT company. So you could actually move positions from one pie to the other, whereas at the moment you aren't able to do this, which is quite annoying. So you'd actually have to sell Facebook here in order to rebuy it in another pie. So that's one downfall, but they are rectifying that. They said that on one of their forums. And I might actually saying that I might even do a video soon enough as well of kind of some of the Trading212 updates or features that they are going to be implementing over the next few weeks or months. So that could be quite interesting, as well as it's always nice to see a kind of platform like Trading212 that's kind of up and coming, that they're continually trying to make improvements. So yeah, I actually might make a video on that as well over the next few days or so. Be interesting to see, even for my own records. I'd like to kind of research that myself anyway. So with that being said, guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. As I said, I just wanted to give a brief rundown of how this is doing after week 1. So thanks very much, guys, and I'll see you all in the next video.